What up, world? What up, world? It's Eternal Authenticity, broadcasting live. And today I'm doing a video indoors in my bungee chair. If y'all ever seen me in these videos from last year, this is just a bungee chair. I got this from Sports Authority. That sports store, it closed down a few years ago. I used to work there many years ago, and it's like a sporting goods place, and it's just like a trampoline bungee kind of chair. So just sharing that random fact with y'all. But anyways, I'm doing today's video about about expectations and about mental baggage. So this goes hand in hand with everything in life, to be honest. But ultimately, what I've learned is to expect nothing. You know what I mean? Like, it doesn't mean that you forget about how amazing you are. It doesn't mean that you forget and you neglect that you're worthy for amazing things. It just means that, hey, you have an internal meter inside of you and you're like, okay, hey, I'm worthy to have amazing circumstances and phenomenal love in my life every day. No excuses for the next 50 years and beyond. And I'm not settling. You know, when we have that inside, that's important. Also, when we face reality, when we deal with reality, not all of it is going to resonate with us. Not everybody and not everything is going to relate or resonate with us. So when I talk about losing expectations, high expectations, whatever, it just means like our response in given scenarios, you know, because not everybody is going to love us unconditionally. And that's a blessing, to be honest, because honestly, I wouldn't want everybody all up in my house, all up in my space, you know, like that. You know what I mean? I'd much rather have the core loved ones that are there for me. And I will. And I do have that. And I'm working on building that even more so. But the expectations thing is one thing I learned, you know, like in a relationship, you know, I learned to have a simple list, like a 1-word list, not even a list, not even a checklist. Like I just say with me, I'm like, okay, my type of checklist is just, hey, just be faithful, loyal and honest. And let's have a family, some long-term stuff, you know, that's it. That's like a 1-sentence checklist, to be honest. Faithfulness and loyalty, that's the same thing. So that's just one combined virtue. I just ask for that. And then also on top of that, I'm plant-based. I'm vegan. So I appreciate someone who also will enjoy the plant-based journey with me and support me in my plant-based journey. So it's just veganism, the plant-based journey support, which is important to me, my lifestyle, the lifestyle I'm living, as well as loyalty and faithfulness. You know, no cheating, no doing stuff behind my back, you know, whatever. Like if you're gonna get involved with me, I'm asking to be prioritized 100%. You know, no love triangles, no side pieces, no options, no second courses. You know, if you're gonna be involved with me, it's either you're all in or you're out for good. You know, that's how we keep the peace, honestly. No games, you know what I mean? So that's basically what I've come down to with working on expectations or whatever, because they don't teach us this stuff in school, you know, because for so many years, we're just like watching television. We're watching, you know, we're listening to the radio, movies, music, you know, at school, hearing this, hearing that. We're doing all this type of stuff. And we get a false perception in our mind, in our spirit. You know, we forget reality. We have to learn reality of what love is. And we learn love through nature, through God, through our complementary sex. You know, the ladies learn about us, we learn about the ladies, you know, and that's how it is, honestly. And from me personally, I knew that I watched a lot of fairy tales, a lot of TV and stuff, and with that being said, we can develop extremely fast and high expectations, unrealistic expectations of stuff, but like I've noticed on my journey, the further and further we go of uncluttering our mind, removing stuff that doesn't serve us and putting the most helpful, nourishing information into us, it's like I'm going back to the basics, starting from scratch, and that's what this whole planet needs to do on a love level. You know what I mean? It's how we treat each other. It's not about how much money you have. It's not about what kind of car you drive. It's about how you treat someone, how your heart is, your character. And that's something I've been experiencing and learning and adjusting to. So that's why I don't have expectations. I just share a simple sentence before we get into a loving relationship, or even outside of intimacy, outside of romance, outside of dating, outside of that, even if it's like clientele, it's the same thing, like loyalty and faithfulness, to be honest, and like a long-term connection. But like for the intimacy, the romance, the family, I just share that, for the intimate partner, I share simple stuff. I'm like, hey, I'm not here to change you. I'm not here to change you. I'm just here to just say, hey, here, this is what I'm asking for, and this is also what I'm able to provide, and it's just some simple stuff and we can go from there. It's just, let's just establish and let's come to peace and an agreement and just a mutual understanding of, hey, let's be loyal and faithful towards each other. Let's encourage each other to become healthier every day with this plant-based lifestyle. And let's be a team in the long run, for the long run, in very old age, and that's basically what I've come to peace with, because when you have that established, when you have that understanding between each other, your stress levels become a whole lot lower because you're like, okay, wow, I have the most simple things, the most amazing things too, just with that simple communication. Now I can just go throughout life with the relationship and I'm able to experience and grow with them, I don't have to change this or that. I don't have to be overthinking, paranoid, worrying. I don't have to do any of that stuff, because when you follow your heart, then things just work out. You know what I mean? So lose expectations, come up with just something simple that you are willing to give and that also flat out what you're asking to have as well, so that y'all at least are on the same page with something. Y'all can establish some type of foundation to build from, just like a pyramid. If you don't have trust, if you don't have faithfulness, if you don't have loyalty, if you don't have a long-term devotion towards each other, then that pyramid is gonna fall and break down easily. But if you have loyalty and trust and respect and appreciation and all these simple things, building the bottom of your pyramid, that's going to be a real powerful and strong pyramid, a force to be reckoned with. So that's where I'm coming from with sharing about high expectations. Like a lot of times people in this world are in forced relationships where they're only doing it for convenience. They're only doing it for social approval. They're only doing it for the numbers, the statistics, the social status, all that. And those are all the people that are probably going to be inboxing me, messaging me, contacting me for help and guidance, to be honest, because I'm sharing the truth. I'm being honest, and this is what it is. I'm sharing how I feel and I have valid feelings. I am someone, I'm important, So with that being said, that's what I have to share, lose expectations. At the same time, if whatever is really, really pressing against your heart, a worry, a fear, a question, uncertainty, something that's reasonable, share that with your partner, the one that you're growing in love with, and just be reasonable. I've done. And then you let go of overthinking and worrying and all this paranoia behavior, you know, and you let go of the baggage too. Because maybe if you had a past relationship that was horrible, like I've gone through stuff that is just unexplainable, you know, devastating, frustrating, you know, tiring, you know what I'm saying? Just heartache, you know what I mean? But at the same time, I was like, I'm not gonna stay here, you know, feeling sorry. I'm not gonna stay here, you know, stuck in that. I'll just laugh at it. I'll be like, wow, you know, what the freak was that? You know what I'm saying? That stuff wasn't cool, you know. But at the same time, I'm not able to get hurt in a relationship because someone who's truly meant for us will have our best interest at hand truly, and we will genuinely be able to hold each other's hands and hug each other and be there for each other no matter what, you know. So sometimes some of these things that didn't work out were blessings in disguise because they were preparing us for a real great true love. And that's what I'm realizing. I had to go through so much drama and problems and challenges so that now I'm able to be the best father that I can be, and husband, and just to be even more amazing. You know, it's like training camp, you know, to prepare us for the big Super Bowl, you know, or the big draft, you know. That's what it is, you know what I mean? So mental baggage, if you've had a relationships or whatever that were real traumatic, problematic, they didn't go well, you know, you already know you got to let go of that. You can cherish the lessons that you've learned and the great experiences, but at the same time, you got to get right with yourself and be like, hey, if they've cut off everything from me and it's like Tom and Jerry, I'm the one that's only putting in the effort and they've just shut off everything from me, acting like I'm a doormat, acting like I'm not nothing, acting like I'm trash, and they're disrespecting me like that. They don't even love themselves. They're not even able to respond to a message. They run away to another country, change their numbers, stuff like that, pull some fake stuff. Then you got to get real within yourself and be like, hey, you know, it was cool and all when we had some love making, some intimacy, you know, maybe going to sleep next to each other here and there, maybe a few adventures. But you got to get real with yourself about the here and now, the present. Who is here and now in the present moment? Who is actively able to connect with you now? That's what matters. That's what you need to focus on. And honestly, you're supposed to be making it simple. One love, you know, and going from there, honestly. So that's what I've done. I'm not out here chasing two squirrels. No, I'm not chasing anything, honestly. You know, I'm sticking with one squirrel and I'm building from that. Simplicity is the highest form of sophistication. So anyways, letting go of the mental baggage, the high expectations, just be simple, you know, focus on what really matters and it will manifest, you know, faithfulness, loyalty, love, family, happiness, you know, abundance, growth, healing, all that stuff, and it will manifest, you know. That, as well as the mental baggage, let go of that. And that's what I have to share today. So anyways, I'm getting ready to get some sunlight, some vitamin D outside. It's a sunny day. Thank you all for watching, listening, caring, sharing, connecting with me. I'm work in progress. You know, I'm leveling up. I'm becoming a better man. I'm preparing to become an amazing father, you know, and a whole lot more things with that. So I'm adjusting to responsibility as well as just life, the world, with who I am, you know. So the best has yet to come for us, Authentic Squad. So anyways, thank you all for watching. Share with me how you're doing, what's going on in your world, how you're feeling, what's new with you. Thank you all for all the support. Check out the links below in the description, GoFundMe, PayPal, different links for you to help us out. We will help you out with the health and wellness consultation. Check us out on Instagram at Eternal Authenticity. Follow us on YouTube, youtube.com/help make down there below. For our podcast, Tumblr, Facebook, check them out. It's Eternal Authenticity, broadcasting live